Welcome to another exciting, hopefully interesting edition of the Part-Time Preppers. Yes, this is a strange start to a coin video. Optelec? I believe that's how you say it. Optelec. This is a device to use instead of a magnifying glass for people who have poor vision. My mother had macular degeneration uh, in her later years. And one time we went to the eye doctor, and this is going way back, maybe 2000, 2001. Uh, we purchased this from them. At the time, it was quite expensive. I want to say well over $200, 250, something like that. And she did use it quite a bit to read the newspaper, do bills. Did help her out. She had used loupes, magnifying glasses, all the usual stuff. And it got to the point where really reading glasses, were almost no good. Um, but she got this, and like I said, a lot of use out of it. And after she passed away around 2009, and she did live to a ripe old age of 86, but we put a lot of stuff away of hers. And luckily, I took the batteries out. I'm going to give you a quick overview of this, and I'll show you why we're talking about it, because there will be coins involved. Okay, now, on-off button right here, the red, and this little gizmo here, this will give you different lights, like spectrum of lights, but this is like 5, 7.5, and 10 magnification. Now, it also has an option here. You could like take a still picture kind of what you're looking at, and it will stay on the screen. And it has a handy dandy handle which pops out, and it looks like kind of a, a fudgicle, as you could read it, using it to read. And I may do a separate video just on this for people with poor vision after I get done with this coin video. But it is a handy device, and stored it without the batteries. Now it takes two AA batteries. It burns through those batteries fast. Comes with the cord. Well, you plug it in somewhere. We still have the cord, and that's the way to go when using this. That's where you plug it in there. But I'll show you what we're going to be using it for. It's been stored a long time, and the winter months, January, February, March, are the penny months, and that's a story in itself. I did a video on pennies many, many moons ago, years, and I'll try to link that video about our penny collecting. We've been collecting the 82 and below pennies probably since about 1984. I may have my weight in pennies, which is getting high up there, but what I'm going to be using this for will be pennies eventually, and I'll show you why. And but let's just take look at some coins here. Okay, so hold on. We're going to get this thing warmed up and take a peek. Okay, we're back. Our first coin, the 8 real. Now, this is not the best way to use this. You want to set this flat. It has ridges, so this is definitely not the best way to use this device, holding it the way I'm holding it. But there, we're going to give you an example. Now, there's also some reflective light. It's not the best time to be doing it at night, but there's some nice chop marks. Now, I have this on the lowest magnification right now. So there you have that. Now, this one, it's a CH. Let's see if I can use the handy-dandy handle here. Look at that. See, you can barely see it. 1868. I love the chop marks on this. And this is just giving you an example. Let's see. I'm going to increase the magnification a little bit. There it is, Libertad. Again, this would be much better if it was laying flat, but I would need my tripod, and that's late. I don't feel like grabbing it, but there you go. And that is 7.5 magnification. And let's take a look. You could stare at that G maybe. And there you go. Now it's 10. So you really get a good look. Again, the reflection of the light. Let's see if I can get it right on top. There you go. There's a chop mark for you. Let's turn her around. I'm going to pause this again. Okay, we're on the reverse of the coin. Some more chop marks. I mean, really, if you really have a specimen you want to look at, that one looks like a little sun. And there's one. There's a beauty up there. Let's decrease the magnification on it. There you go. So you want to get a good close-up look at your coins. So that's why I brought this out of the archives here, out of the attic. We did store it well, I must say. So you get a nice close-up look of the coins. And I'm going to pause again. We're going to see if we have an error coin. How about that? Hold on. Okay, we're back once again. 37 Buffalo nickel. Yes. There she blows. Now I'm going to pause it. We're going to see. Could this be a three-legged buffalo? Well, it is a D, but no, not quite. Actually, when I first got this coin, and you're not going to believe this, my mother gave me this coin. So this is one that's a keeper. I won't be selling this one. But again, she got this in change, believe it or not. She gave it to me many years ago. And yeah, the leg, you can see the leg. At the first glance when I got it, I went, oh my God, I have a three-legged buffalo. But no, not lucky enough. But that's still a keepsake right there. Mom got her change in a grocery store, believe it or not. And again, this is maybe 15, 20 years ago. But there you go. There's one. Now what other uses could you have for this device? Okay, well, you may want to look at your more modern coins. You might want to look at your kook. Again, the reflective light. This is a very good device, but you have to lay it flat. And you might want to look. Let's back that kook up. There, we get that kook in a little better. Let's back this up a little too. But it might be a good idea, to check. If you're going to send anything in to get graded, you definitely want to check it good. In fact, I'm going to hold this. Let's see if we can get, that's too much. It's the reflective light here in the kitchen. But it does give you nice close-ups of the coinage. Okay, that's another thing you could use. You maybe just want to look at a small coin. Let's look at a little wee coin. Okay, we're back. This is a Canadian 5-cent piece. I'm trying a little different way. Again, you would want to lay this flat down. And let's see, we'll get the coin and do it that way. I'm going to be moving this around, but because the smaller coins, it will actually go right over the entire coin. You can see kind of, look how big that looks. Let's flip her over. Let's see the year. This particular year, I believe, had a double eights. And you could check that out and see, does that have a double eight? That's better. I don't believe it has a double eight. I'm going to take a picture of this one, or I'm going to put it on like hold here. Let's get a good picture of this. Okay, so now I can bring this up. This is just a picture of it. I don't have the coin in my hand anymore. And that 8, the one end of the 8 does look a little deformed. Let's lay it flat. It has a little deformity on it. But I don't think it's a double 8. But that's just give you some examples. It's really hard doing it this way with everything moving. But it does give you good views of the coins. I'm going to take a picture of two more coins. Hold on now. Okay, we're back once again. Now that's just a picture, so you can just take a picture of something, and it'll stay on this here if you want to really get a good picture of something and study it. And that's a 50 centavo there, as you could see. And let's take one more picture of something really small. Let's see if we can get something really small in here. And we're back once again. This is becoming a long video, but that was small in the 5-cent Canadian silver piece from 1891. This is a Russian coin, very small, much smaller than a dime. And if you want to look at something close up, that's like you just you put it over, and you can hit the stop button, and you get your picture with this device. So there it is. I don't have the coin there. It's just a picture. Or you can just leave it. You don't have to take pictures. You can just scan over it as long as you want. So that gives you an idea of what this is. Not a great idea, because maybe I should have did this in different lighting. But there you have it. Now, what am I going to be using it for? Well, all those pennies I have saved up. And why has it taken it years to put all these pennies away? Well, for the winter months, for several years now, what I do is, a night here or a night there, I'll take it and separate them. And I actually have, for instance, bags of 72s. Yes. Any error years, the non-error years, we put in rolls. That's what we're doing. We're rolling them up, putting them in shoe boxes, good shoe boxes. Because those shoe boxes, when you fill them up with penny rolls, you're talking 44 pounds, heavy shoe boxes. So I've been doing, don't ask me why we're doing this. I guess for the love of copper. But anyway, so what we'll be doing this here will be, for instance, with all those seven, that's only one bag. I have 2 bags of 72s. I'm just giving you an example because that's a famous error year, double die at the top there. Okay, we're back. Yes, the camera shut off, but I actually took the penny and put it in a little whiter background, something different. Again, the lighting's bad, but as you can tell, not a double die. In God we trust up there. So something a little different to check for. I don't know if it'll beat out a magnifying glass at looking at coins, but just a little something different, a little object here that may be worthwhile. I don't know. They sell on eBay now. I thought about selling this device, but no, I'm keeping it. They sell on eBay like $50 or so. These Uptelic devices, I guess you'd call them, but great for reading the newspaper. And like I said, I may do a video for those who have some visual problems. And that's it from the part-time preppers. Now, you just have a psychedelic mode. I don't know if I mentioned that. So let's go out with the psychedelic mode, guys and girls. Okay, until the next time, be good. Keep stacking. Keep checking for errors. Bye-bye.